still talking about the issues of treatment of men abuse in our society, and we did come to a place where we say, first thing, men should come to a place of acceptance. Men should accept that they are also humans. As much as a man is a provider, as much as he's the head of the family, as much as there's a lot of expectation from the society coming to a man must accept first and foremost, before he is a provider, before he is a security, before he is a father, he is a human being. And a human being is all human being errors just like anybody else. And coming to that space, one of the things that we need to really deal with, like what she did allude earlier on, the issue of creating awareness, where we go into communities to inform them.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people don't know. That's hence the reason why our communities are in a place where we are. Why? Because there is no one who has brought relevant information. So I like it, especially our media. Our media is no longer pushing any content that is there to build the community. It's not pushing content to make the community entertained and stay excited. At the same time, we need content that is going to build our community. And first place, also after maybe we go to the communities, I'm also thinking about the social media spaces. Remember now, most of us live in social media spaces. And talking about social media spaces, we've seen issues in social media whereby you find a man is in a relationship, or there's a video that is trending on social media. However, the man is not happy or the woman is not happy. And the first thing, or the first response from our social media, which is I call cyber abuse, everyone always assumes that a man is wrong.
Yes, but we can do as the community. Because even in churches, if you go to churches, and most of programs that they do is women programs.
True.
And like you find out in other churches, there's not even men programs.
Men ministry.
Yes, they are programs. So like I think we can actually, if even in churches we do have men ministry, men programs, like whereby we teach them also, like whereby we make them talk. Actually, that will say that whereby in that state you just put maybe a topic here about men abuse, a topic here, like, and then you make them feel safe, because the only thing that you can make someone to talk is to make them feel safe, to make them know that in this place is the place whereby everything that we speak here is confidential, you know, like and then or you start actually putting something very on the table. And then again, if like you were saying that if maybe we can post on the social media and just make sure that we if we put this kind of abuses, and if we put the symptoms of abuse, so that they can see that okay, someone exactly is going through something at the moment, but they don't know that they are in an abuse situation. You'll find out they just see that they are depressed, that's why they end up killing themselves, because they don't know what to do. At that moment they think that is a life, this is a life that I have to live, this is a life that I've been living for 5 years, so, and it's like there is no way I can go out of this life. So if you put the symptoms on the social media, you put the maybe kind of abuses that can happen on men, exactly when they see them, like if we are doing awarenesses, we also have to actually be talking about those things, so that someone can exactly look within him and see that this is what I'm going through. That simply means I have to stand up, I have to talk about it, you know, because on those platform you'll be saying that okay, if you are going through this, you have to communicate with a therapist, you have to talk to a social worker, because now at the moment someone cannot just wake up and say, you know what, I'm no, you know what, let me go to a social worker. Why? Because they recognize that they have a problem. They need that space whereby they feel and they see that they have a problem, and then like because those meetings and talking, it will help them to develop, I think, their self-esteem again, and develop the confidence, you know, because to be honest, men are broken. Men are broken.
Because those are the people that you actually live with them. But how does it start at home when no one understands? This is a man, and as you said that before being a man, you are a human being. You understand? So, but even families don't recognize that, okay, this is what we are doing. The pressure we are giving to our men in the house is not normal. You understand? You see that your men, yeah, it's unnecessary pressure, but still, we can't even identify it as men abuse, but let alone do the same thing to a woman.
That's
Do the same thing to a woman, and then automatically it becomes an abuse. Obviously, that for me is unfair. It's totally unfair. But yes, as I said, I think that we have to start within families. You know, we need to come to this awareness is obviously they're gonna teach, because I can't say we're gonna go house to house and say let's sit down, let's teach. So if we do this awarenesses on social media, if we can actually, and as women, you know, the first thing I know, as women we are very powerful, as women we are very loud. If we can actually accept on behalf of our men and say we know that you are abused, maybe this men they can actually come out and say yes, we have been, and we need help. I think so. The government has implemented when it comes to abuse. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Even the man's story they don't want to hear. If a man hit me, with him explaining that this woman did this to me, it does not matter. Of which it confuses me, because I don't understand, because I don't think Mr. Sibanda could just stand up there and then me I'm sitting, come and slap me. But that's how the government actually portray abuse.
Actually, not from only a government perspective, also from our community. I recently saw a video. So this lady took what you call this, a taxifier, and then she's supposed to pay, and she's not paying. And then this guy says, "Can I have my money?" And this woman is beating this guy up. And then this guy is now tired. He starts to respond. Then the community, all of the community, no one cares when this man is being beaten. But now they care, because now it's a man beating a woman, of which that's quite unfair. Like I said in the beginning, that our communities, whatsoever program that we implement, we should come back to the basis of informing our community that a man is also a human, a man also needs love, and also the greatest monster that we have in our society is not a man. The greatest monster is abuse. As we deal with the abuse, let's help the men heal, not only deal with the men, but let's also help the men deal with these issues. When he's dealt with these issues, then it becomes easy for a man to take his place back in our society. Thank you so much. We'll be back after these messages. Thank you.